So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, some astute defending there. Puskás. Now it's Shevchenko, and he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. Pacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Barcola is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's Rui Costa! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rui Costa, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nepal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Saliba. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Aguero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cucurella. And he's intervened well there. Cruyff. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Yamal. Deco, never out of the action for very long. Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. He's had it taken off him.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And he's picked it up out wide.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aguero was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Knocks it into space. But they've got it again. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Deco. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Yamal. Cruyff. Rafinha. That's a shade optimistic.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rui Costa. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Deco. Koundé. And Rafinha. And this is Cruyff. And that was asking for too much. Rui Costa. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Cruyff. Spread neatly. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Puskás. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And that signals the end of the first period.
I'm afraid to tell you
it hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And so the action is resumed. So neither side has yet broken through. Brilliantly cut out.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Nepal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Tacho calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? Cucurella. Throwing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Aguero. Now it's Barcola. A lot of space ahead of him. Egypt claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And it's Kadiolu. Some really good ball moves. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get free. Good ball. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Rui Costa. He's beaten the line. And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pinches it off him, and it's Cruyff.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Desai can get it clear.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Aguero. Deco conjures time and space where few can. Oh, that's well spotted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Egypt are looking to go forward now. Rodri cuts it out. And this is Aguero. Desai gets across to intercept that. Cucurella is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doku in acres of space out wide.
Egypt clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rui Costa. And this is Shevchenko. Couldn't squeeze it through. Dani Olmo. Dembele. Rui Costa. Oh, it's Dembele. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's cut it out. Edmilson.
Egypt really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Shot could Shevchenko! In he goes again! Corner number 2 then. Now it's Puskás, and Puskás! Oh, split-second reaction.
Puskás is offering a right smile there. Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Lamine Yamal. Number 15, Ferenc Puskás. Number 7, Edmilson.
Unai Simon claims comfortably.
Number 17.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Marco van Basten. Number 6, Frank Rijkaard.
Aguero! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Cruyff can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Looking for the run. Van Basten. He's onside. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dink through. They're urging him to shoot. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you summarise what we've seen? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Rodri. Edmilson. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Gerrard. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And this is Deco. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's picked it up out wide. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's found space here. Messi has it out wide and in space. Company did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Triol. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. For Rice. And it's Gerrard. Yamal. Deco. He's on it, can he get away? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rice.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
That has ended up in no man's land. Messi is the team's great visionary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cucurella kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. Alexander-Arnold. Good ball, good take. Stood up well to him there. Now who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Puskás. Now there's a... And Deco! He's delivered all right! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a really well-measured ball. It's a searching pass. Alexander-Arnold wants to run onto this. Deco. 30 minutes gone. That's going wide left. Messi. Desai gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's well spotted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rice, and it's Gerrard. Now it's Messi. Edmilson. Now it's Shevchenko. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Messi. That has not gone well. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Nesta does really well to win the ball there.
Nepal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Priol. And it's Alexander-Arnold. 5 minutes till the break. Deco is in a really good position out wide. Deco. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Rodri. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Can he get it through? Gerrard picks it up out wide. Mbappe has it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. Edmilson. Now it's Shevchenko. Now, what about a counter-attack? Alexander-Arnold kept aware. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Nepal leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Nepal with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. Second period is underway. Nepal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they win it back again. Now it's Shevchenko. Great defending, strong and determined. Vardiol. Mbappe. Here's Rodri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Edmilson, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Crosses it in. Cleared away. That'll be a throw. Rice. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nicely weighted ball. Long ball looking to counter. And here's Mbappe. And here's Messi. Nice control. And it's Rodri. He's a sharp little ball here.
Madrid really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead.
Can he finish? It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Nepal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Yamal, he is through here. Lovely feet. Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Saka. Now it's Messi. And he's straight offside. Shevchenko. Rice. Played out to the left flank. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gerrard. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Messi. Gerrard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pressure coming in from all directions. Now, can they get him away? That's the keeper's ball. And smartly reclaimed. Could move up a gear here. Deco. Yamal. Puskos. That pass isn't the best. Nepal have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gerrard. Rodri. And Guardiol. Looking to play him in. And that is masterful defending.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed.
Bullish header!
Number 15.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Number 19.
It's Ruiz.
Shevchenko.
Tries to pass it through.
Number
Shot,
7.
surely! And that's in! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Header! De Jong. And that is as far as it goes. The pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Yamal. Cucurella. And the through ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Nepal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Upamecano gets it away. Short changes him with that pass. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Shevchenko. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Aguero. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Nepal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Vinicius Junior. Aguero. That is good progress on the left. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is good strength. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. And the ball's come loose here. Mbappe. Now it's Aguero. He can run onto that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Shevchenko. Cucurella is always looking to play quality balls. Taken back almost at once. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Puskas clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone?
Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nepal have their second corner now. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Desai makes the interception. Now it's Yamal, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Yamal. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. Mbappe clears. He's had it taken off him. And Shevchenko! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Edmilson. Good running, strong and purposeful. Wan-Bissaka.
That's going in strongly.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Cucurella cuts out the pass. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
He's having a pop! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Right, Shevchenko. Pass somewhat off target.
Two added minutes.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yamal. No way through there. Now it's Aguero. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Nepal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back underway.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Just eases him off the ball. Shevchenko. Yamal. Nepal needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Big chance! That's travelling a long way. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
That looks a decent ball. And he shoots! Superb from Vinicius Junior! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Madrid have their lead. Now it's Puskas, Deco. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. 60 minutes played. And he's quick to return it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Coming on the field is
Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. The pass has gone astray.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether...
He's had a shot! Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
57 minutes in.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Puskas demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nicked it back promptly. Great vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he... Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's going to go a long way.
Substitution on the field.